Did you know that the cloud is full of stories of women who, despite their difficult circumstances, chose to face the impossible? Women who in times of great adversity had wisdom to act, faith to believe, and discernment, to make decisions that changed the course of history. These women weren't perfect, not always seen as powerful by human eyes. But their strength came from something much deeper. Divine wisdom in your actions. Today, let's meet some of these extraordinary women. They challenged society's expectations, faced large challenges, and with divine wisdom, turned pain in Victoria. If you love discovering stories that strengthen faith and reveal intelligence secrets, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. What you will hear now can change the way. How do you see faith and wisdom? In 10th place, Abigail, the forgotten peacemaker. 1 Samuel 25. On earth, culture, Israelite, insulting a warrior leader was cause for war. Abigail, married to Nabal, rude and senseless man, lived in a hostile environment where male honor and dictated the fate of entire families. Abigail acknowledged that responding with anger, it would only increase the conflict. Your wisdom was to act quickly and with. She forgot groceries and kept between David and the massacre, using soft words to calm the heart of the future. Your vision went beyond the moment. She saw God's purpose in life of David. Blessed be the Lord, and blessed be yourself, that today you stopped me from shedding blood. 1 Samuel 25, 32, 33. Sometimes wisdom is to choose peace even when we are right. How many situations in life could be transformed if we stop to act with calm and discernment? In rude 9th place, prophecies that transformed a nation. Guns Kings, chapter 22. Judah was immersed in idolatry. When the book of law was found, they needed someone reliable to play it. In a dominated era by male leaders, chose Huldah. Recognized for its purity and clarity in hearing the voice of God, Huldah did not soften the message. She spoke with boldness and clarity, reporting the sin, but also offering hope to anyone who regrets. Your wisdom was on balancing justice and mercy. Regarding the king of Judah, for how much your heart touched and you gave when you humiliated before the Lord. I heard you. 2 Kings 22:19. Wisdom many times demands courage to speak truths that no one wants to hear, but said with love. It can change entire destinations. Aim in 8th place, Abel's wife. Beth Maacah, a sick-dumb strategist. Samuel 20. In the midst of civil wars, cities were easily destroyed because of a single rebel. The woman that was Abel Maacah stood out in a time where women were rarely heard. She negotiated with Joab, used diplomacy to save innocent lives, and convinced your community handing over the rebel. Their collective vision prioritized peace and not pride. I am of the peaceful and faithful in Israel. Why do you seek to destroy a city that is a mother? Samuel 20:19. Wisdom is acting with the greater good in mind. In family or social conflicts, seek the life-saving solution, even if it requires difficult decisions. In 7th place, a tsunami, the look that recognizes the presence of God. 2 Kings 4. Hospitality was holy in the ancient Middle East. A tsunami not only received Eliseh, but discerned that he was a man of God and built him a room. Her faith made her act without seeking rewards. and when you lost your son, declared, "All right," revealing a confidence, unshakable in divine intervention. "Everything is fine with you." And she said, "All right." 2 Kings 4:26. Wisdom is to recognize the sacred in the midst of routine and keep the peace even with me, sir, trusting that God is still in control. 6th place today. Tekoa, woman, the voice that brought Tion. 2 Samuel 14. The kingdom was divided. David and Solomon, your Absalom's son, lived in conflict after a murder in the family. Joab resorted to a woman of unusual wisdom. The woman told a parable that prepared David's situation, leading to empathy and reconciliation with the child. She used narrative and subtlety to speak to the king's heart. "We will all die and be like water poured into the earth. That does not, if you can assemble." 2 Samuel 14:14. Sometimes speak directly closes doors. Storytelling opens hearts. Wisdom is choosing the right tone to restore relationships. In 5th place, King Lemuel's mother, the advisor who molded a king. Proverbs 31. In the Hebrew tradition, mothers were the first educators. Lemuel's mother shaped the character of the son who would become king, offering advice that echoes to this day. She guided about justice, self-control, and how to choose a promising woman. Your wisdom is intelligence. Teaches leaders to govern with compassion and integrity. Speaks for those who cannot speak, for the right of all the helpless. Proverbs 31:8. Words of wisdom, transmitted at home, shape generations and impact nations. What we have sown in our children. 4th, Rahab, the courage that saved a nation. Joshua 2. Rahab was a prostitute in Jericho, enemy city of Israel. Seu status era placed her on the sidelines of society, but God saw his faith. She risked it all by hiding the Israelite spies and marked his house with a red thread. Sign of salvation, your decision not only saved your family, like the inscription in the genealogy of Jesus. By faith, Rahab the prostitute did not perish with the unbelievers, welcoming the spies in peace. Hebrews 11:31. God doesn't look to his past, but for your faith. Wisdom is in recognizing when God is acting and aligns himself with his plan. 3rd, Deborah, the judge and priestess, Judges 4:5. Israel suffered oppression over Sisera. Deborah led as judge and priestess. Rare role for women at that time. She motivated the Shak to fight and win. God went to the trusting that Victoria needs you. Your song in chapter 5 celebrates the curiosity of God. Until I, Deborah, I got up. Until I rose for a mother in Israel. Judges 5:7. Wisdom is leading with courage and inspire others to trust God, even in dark times. 2nd, Esther, the brave queen. Esther 4:7. Esther, Jewish exile, became queen of Persia. When Ramadan planned to tote his people, she risked her life by approaching the king without being called. Esther fasted, sought strategy, and acted at the right time. His discernment saved the Jewish people. Who knows if for such a time as this, you have come to this realm? Esther 4:14. God puts us in strategic places to fulfill your plans. Wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to act. In the very first place, Miriam, the protector of Athens. Exodus 2:15 had decreed the death of the Hebrew boys. Miriam protected the premature baby and later led the singing people of victory after the Red Sea. She used speed of thought by suggesting to his daughter that her own mother breastfeeding during ensuring its survival, and bond with the Hebrew family. Then Miriam prophesies, then sister of Aaron, took one drum in hand, and all the women came out after her, with drums and dances. Exodus 15:20. Wisdom is to act at the right time to protect and save, strengthen lives, even in the midst of danger. These 10 women weren't perfect. Some were foreign, other poor, others rejected by society. But they all chose to trust God and allow, may your wisdom guide your steps. And today, the same wisdom is available to you. In a world that values quick responses and apparent strength, God calls us to seek and discernment, to hear your voice and walk with faith, even when the path seems impossible. Which of these stories touched your heart the most? If you want to meet other women who transformed history, women of courage, faith, and prophetic vision, write, "I want part 2" in the comments. Like this, I will know that you want to continue this story. Journey with me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell here. We dive deep. His most impactful stories, and we always find answers in them. For our life today, God bless you, and see you in the next video.